Hello guys, today I will show you a very easy build order for the Japanese Pantheon, this time while playing Amaterasu. So when the game starts we select all of our villagers and we put them on hunt. The first Miko can build a shrine next to the gold mine. With the first spawn villager we want to gather gold, and with the two following villagers we want to gather wood. The next 7 villagers will all go to food, so at this time all we have to remember is to watch out until our food workers reach a total 10. At this point you will have enough time to focus on scouting to find where is your next gold mine or where is your next hunt, or just relaxing at your base. At some point when you reach 150 gold you can select your gold villager and start building your temple. You can also build your temple with your Miko, but I prefer to let her keep gathering favor. By the way, you might have noticed that I pre-queued both of my shrine upgrades when the game began, so at this point I will also have one extra Miko. So right now, if I want to select that Miko and we can build another shrine or send her to help your villager completing the temple. What I suggest, however, is to first pre-queue a house with your villager and then build the second shrine, because if you don't have your timings correct, you might not have enough wood for both shrine and a house, and you will run into the population limit. Now, when we reach 10 total villagers on food, I recruit one last villager and send him to wood, and I also like to recruit one last Miko. This Miko will be the last unit before I press the age up button. So at this point your strategies can vary depending on the playstyle, whether you want to get an early army or if you want to go for a second town center. For this video we will go for a very early strong army. So the moment I press the advanced button, I relocate some of my food villagers to wood and gold. I usually want to have 5 villagers on food, 6 on wood and 3 on gold. While I am advancing, I want to do the economy research upgrades in a specific order. First I select wood upgrade, then I select the food upgrade, and lastly I go for the gold upgrade. Now, if you go for the Minakatatomi secondary god choice like myself, you can make one of your shrines a food gathering silo, and that's why I've sent my Miko on the hand outside my base, because it will also be protected by some wolves. So when we reach the second stage, the plan is to create as many units as possible until we reach the 10-minute mark and then attack our opponents. So the first thing I do is to use my god power on the Miko shrine and rally my new villagers to food. We will also have a new economy upgrade thanks to our secondary god choice, so I like to pre-queue this one as well. One food villager from now on will serve us only as a builder. We want to build houses with him, we want to build a dojo and one guard house. What we want to do from now on is to carefully spend our resources depending on which resource we have the most. Samurais and Yari spearmen will cost us food and gold, while archers and myth units will cost us wood and gold. The trick here is to never pre-queue units or buildings. If you notice, I will build the next house only when it is necessary, and I avoid pre-queuing multiple houses all at once because I want to use these resources to create new units. So when I have 15 favor, I save my wood and build myth units. In general, I want to have 5 myth units by the 10-minute mark. If I want to save wood, I build samurais and Yari spearmen. When I see my wood supply go high, I build some archers or myth units instead. Simple as that. At the same time, I want to get the upgrades for my myth units at the temple, which will also cost food. As for our resources, in general 10 villagers on food will be just fine, then 8 villagers on gold and 8 villagers on wood. In general, what I'm trying to say is that you should not have more than 10 villagers on food until you have at least 5 villagers on gold and 8 on wood, and then you will probably need a lot more on gold, but you can figure that out on your own. Just before the 10-minute mark, I want to build an armory and get all 3 upgrades. Since we're gonna be having a very large army, it is best if it is upgraded as well. So right now at the 10-minute mark we have a very large army which will also be able to destroy buildings thanks to our myth units, and we can start our attack. And that's pretty much it for this very easy opener as Amaterasu in Age of Mythology Retold. Of course there are many more strategies and variations that you can follow, but I believe this one will give you a very good starting point. If you enjoyed this video and you wanna see more guides like this one, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.